Hey, homeschool mama. Are you having an unhappy day and you know it? I'm Teresa from Capturing the Charm Life, and I'm here to help you turn your homeschool challenges into your homeschool charms. I'm a 15-year homeschool mama of 4 kids, and I have been there, done that. An unhappy day on repeat felt like Groundhog Day. It can be a challenge to homeschool. There's so many reasons why we can have an unhappy day. But if we're in this for the long haul, if we want to be homeschooling, then we have to learn how to turn those challenges into charms. So an unhappy day, above everything, mama, your very first tip is to take care of you. You have needs. You are human too. And though you, homeschool mama, are doing all the things, I know you are because I know me. You're doing all the things, but are you taking care of you? You are as human as your kids. You have needs, just like everyone. You have uncomfortable emotions at times, just like everyone. Are you taking care of you? Do you know your emotional atmosphere? Why you feel what you feel at times? Do you understand what your underlying needs below those uncomfortable emotions? Do you know what you need? Will you ask for what you need? There's just no way around uncomfortable feelings. Sometimes we want to say, I don't have time for me because I got stuff to do. I feel ya. Except that we have to accept we're human. We must go through the muck to get out of the muck. Sometimes we need to challenge the thoughts behind our emotions. Every thought we have isn't true. We can ask ourselves specifically about an uncomfortable thought we're having, something that makes us feel not great, and ask ourselves, if we sit long enough, what is the feeling? What is the thought underneath the feeling? Why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Can I put it into a few words? Write it down in my journal, sit in front of a mirror and talk to myself as though I am my very own friend? Can I sit with my uncomfortable feelings and learn to understand and identify what the thoughts are behind those feelings? And then I ask myself, are my thoughts always true? They're just not. We have natural tendencies towards thinking certain things. We've learned them since childhood. We might even have been taught them in our family life or in society or in you fill in the blank. But our thoughts aren't always 100% true. So what might be an alternative perspective or an alternative thought? Maybe there's a different way of thinking around the initial thought that you had that made you feel uncomfortable. So it's a goal of ours to challenge our thoughts. We can write them down, we can get familiar with them, we can regularly sit with them, and we're going to go through the muck to get out of the muck. So having said that, we are responsible for containing our emotions because see Dick run, see Jane run too. See Dick smile, see Jane smile too. See Dick yell, see Jane yell too. You feel me? So just because we have a feeling doesn't mean that we get to let ourselves react in that way. Oh yeah, we will. We'll react when we shouldn't react in a way that we don't want to react. And we'll have to give ourselves grace and forgiveness too. And we're going to have to give our kids grace and forgiveness too. But we are going to also have to say, hey, you know what? Sometimes you're feeling something and it's okay to feel that, but not to react the way you're reacting. So you're going to have to come up with a plan for how you're going to react when you're not already in the reactive mode or 30 seconds after you already reacted. So I'm going to ask myself, why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Sit with it for a while. Accept that your emotions, my emotions, are vulnerable to illness and premenstrual syndrome and to fights with our partner or challenges with our family or an overcast day or you fill in the blank. Some days we just have an unhappy off day. It is what it is. There are always those days. Is it true that the rest of your day will be miserable? Could be. Doesn't have to be. If I assume I'll have a decent day, though probably a slower and more intentional day, then you could have a good day. You could recover from that day. So, how are you going to nurture you so that you can take care of you, address the emotions that are really going on in here, so that you can do the thing you want to do? Homeschool your kids, and have happy days. If you have thoughts and want to put them down below in the comments section, I'm very interested in hearing how you address an unhappy day. And if you want to learn more about how you can nurture you, come on over to my blog, www.capturingthecharmlife.com, or my Facebook page, Homeschool Mama Self-Care. I've recently opened a support group called the Homeschool Mama Support Group, where we encourage others and are encouraged by others to nurture us in our homeschool journeys. And don't forget to hit subscribe and like, and let everyone you know that we are going to turn our homeschool challenges into our homeschool charms. Thanks for joining me today.